Hey guys, AJ here from aj&melissa, and today I'm going to show you guys me insulating my garage door. So if you're like us and your garage has absolutely no insulation in it, the best that you can pretty much do without doing a huge remodel is to insulate the garage door and work on things like weather stripping and air sealing. So given this, we went out and purchased 2 insulation kits. You'll need 1 for a single door and 2 for a double door from Home Depot, and I'll show you guys exactly which ones we bought. And it was only about 150 bucks for both kits together, and with a speed square and a utility knife, you can have this in about an hour.
This is the insulation kit that we used. It's by a company called Plymouth Foam, sold through Home Depot, and they are lined with vinyl on the back side and foil on the front side. The hardest part of this whole project, honestly, was just getting your measurements exact, but not too exact. That way the panels don't fit in too snugly. But just take your time and you'll be fine.
So you guys can see off the bat how fast this can go if you have the ability to do straight panels. Now, I could only do this on these 8 sections of the garage door, and now I have to cut 16 pieces. I think it's a 4x4 grid. Yeah, 16 pieces. So I have to butcher that last pack of foam that I bought. You know, this process took all of 2 minutes, but it's probably going to take me, I don't know, at least another half hour to an hour to make all these cuts. The good thing is that they're all the same dimension, so I can cut them all equally, but I have to go and physically cut 16 pieces of insulation. So this will be fun. Anyway, you'll get to watch it in fun time, shall I say, so it won't be as miserable for you. But I'll see you back here in a minute.
So a 12-inch speed square and a very sharp utility knife with a new blade are going to be your best friends throughout this whole project. I used a red marker to make all my cuts, and while it made everything really easy to see, at the end you could still see some of the red marker, so I had to cover that up with foil tape, but that's a plus anyways, so I'd recommend doing that whether or not you use a red marker. Initially I was really worried about bending these panels, but on some of these smaller sections you have no choice, so just take your time and be careful, and try not to flex on the corners too hard so they don't break.
Alright guys, so I just finished putting in all of these insulation panels. Some of my cuts, especially at the beginning, didn't come out as cleanly as I'd like, and I have a couple marker lines because I used a red marker to mark everything so I could see it. So what I'm going to do in the future is probably clean these up with aluminum foil tape. It's the same stuff you'd use to close up like an HVAC duct or any kind of air handling equipment. They use it all the time. It's really cheap to buy at the hardware store, and it won't take barely any time at all to install it. And it'll clean up everything, hide any bad cuts that, any tear out, anything like that. So that's what I'm going to do in the future. I would recommend it to anybody who does it. Pick it up before you do it, like me. That way you don't have to come back and do it again. Alright, and now the question that I'm sure everyone's wondering about is, how well does it work? And I can tell you off the bat that it's a lot more comfortable on this side of the garage. And when you put your hand up to this panel, it really, instead of being hot, it's just a little bit warm, which means that a lot of that radiant energy is just not entering the space anymore, which is great. Especially in a sunny climate like Arizona, that's what you want. You want to keep that radiant energy out, send it back out there. It doesn't belong in your garage unless you like it really hot and gross in here. So that being said, it's great for that perspective. I can definitely tell it's making a difference. As for, does it keep the garage more comfortable? What's the temperature inside here? Well, I'll have to kind of figure that out and report back to you guys. So I will definitely do that at some point down the road and let you know. But it can't possibly be any worse. And with an R value of almost 5, it's definitely going to help a lot. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you are like us and have an uninsulated garage door, I really could not recommend this enough to you. It's cost effective, easy to do, and it only takes you about an hour to do a double door like mine. So if you're thinking about it at all, I'd highly recommend it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more content, and we will see you guys in the next video.